Deja Vu, a Lukanette one-shot. Fanfic. Marinette stormed out of the cafe, balling her fist. Ha ha, she's so pathetic. She's just going to run away. Chloe laughed. Marinette was just trying to get a latte for her mother, and she had to run into Chloe of all people. So what? Marinette had ditched her normal attire. Today's outfit wasn't too out there, was it? Why won't you leave me alone? She said, sitting on a bench in a deserted park. Tiki poked out her head of Marinette's purse. It's okay. We both know how Chloe is, she reassured. Is my outfit really that out of style? She asked, looking down at what she was wearing. A pink tank top tucked into a black skater skirt and a leather jacket and some heeled booties. Not at all. Chloe's just being Chloe, Tiki said. Marinette sighed and put her hands over her face. Boom! The sky was dark before, but now clouds completely covered the sky. Oh God, it's gonna rain. I better run into the cafe to avoid the storm, she said in an aspirated tone. She hurried to the entrance of the cafe, pulling open the door as more thunder boomed. Chloe smirked at seeing the young, dark-haired girl rush through the doors of the cafe. Well, 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 round two, she muttered to herself. Standing up and flicking back her hair, Chloe stalked to Marinette, who was far too aware of what was about to happen. Oh, back so soon, she said. Marinette glared at her without a word. Did you not want your clothes to be ruined? It's too late for that. Those clothes are ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Marinette grew angrier by the second. Chloe's smug face was one of the only sights that could send Marinette's temper ablaze. She opened her mouth to spit back. I'd rather my clothes be completely ruined than my face, when she felt a hand on her shoulder. Marinette turned to see Luca glaring down at Chloe. Adrikins! Chloe squealed. Marinette turned to see Adrian shaking his head at Chloe. Chloe, stop it, he said with a sigh, coming to Marinette's other side. Being so close to Adrian made Marinette's heart flutter. Her heart was pounding. A couple more inches and they'd be touching. Chloe, I have no idea why you're so horrible to Marinette, but we don't want to deal with you right now, Luca said. He grabbed Marinette's hand and spun her to face the door. Marinette was shocked. Her hands felt a spark as soon as Luca had grabbed it. She couldn't ignore it. He led her towards the door, stopping by an end table with a to-go cup on it. It's your latte. You forgot to pick it up. I claimed it for you, he said kindly. Thanks, Marinette stuttered, grabbing the cup. Luca pushed open the door. The storm had hit, and it was raining hard. They both stood under the small cover over the door of the cafe to avoid standing in rain. Oh no, I have to walk home, Marinette muttered to herself. She sent Luca a smile to thank him, and turned left to begin the dreaded walk home. Marinette, Luca called. Marinette turned around. Luca had his arm extended, holding out a black umbrella for her. Take it. I don't want you getting soaked. Marinette looked at Luca, hit with deja vu. Luca smiled slightly, nodding his head at his hand, telling her once more to take the umbrella. Marinette stepped forward to grab the handle. Her hand brushed Luca's once more. That electrifying shock was sent through again. What about you? Aren't you gonna get wet? She asked. Nah, my buddy's gonna come pick me up, Luca told her. Thank you, Luca, Marinette said. No problem. Luca smiled at her again. With that, Marinette turned around to walk home. She'd been in that situation before, with Adrian. Even now, it had felt like a dream. It had felt unreal. Tiki popped her head out of Marinette's purse. Wow, she said. That felt familiar. Marinette sighed. The same thing happened with Adrian. That's when I started liking him, she said. When I touched Luca's hand, I felt a spark. And when he gave me the umbrella, it felt real. With Adrian, it felt like a dream. Like, it was a dream, but it felt so unreal. Marinette told her Kwame. You like Luka, don't you? Tiki said. Marinette nodded her head. But I love Adrian. I know. But that spark I felt with Luka, that means something, right? Tiki thought for a moment before speaking again. I think it means you see Luka in the same way. Maybe not as strongly, but he seems to like you too, so perhaps he's someone you should think about. Yeah, maybe, Marinette replied. Marinette and Tiki both stayed silent, thinking about many different things. Marinette was unsure if she should begin something with Luka or wait for Adrian. Tiki didn't know if telling Marinette to think about Luka was the best advice. Either way, they both had plenty to think about. Adrian Agreste had seen the whole thing. Luka grabbing Marinette's hand, him offering Marinette his umbrella, Marinette taking it. Now, he was in his room, not sure what to think. Plug. That's like what happened with me and Marinette my first day of school, he said. Plug was munching on camembert, so he didn't respond for a few seconds. Yeah, Plug said. Adrian didn't know why there was a funny feeling in his stomach. It was odd. Where did it come from? And why did it appear when Luka grabbed Marinette by the hand?